welcome to our program on to local writers. My name is Nalana Walls, and I wrote the book Hidden Secrets, Unveiling My Truth. This book is about many trials I experienced in my life, how I got through and how I came out to the other side. I'm a mother of 5 children. I homeschool 3 children. I wrote this book to help others to overcome their pain, hopefully their problems, and to let people know that they're not alone. That's very important for many people to understand that they're not alone. Someone is always available to listen. I will read some of the book, chapter 10 on page 57. And it states here, when I traveled to Mississippi, I actually had to leave my home in Florida because my husband had left me with 3 children, and I didn't know how to basically digest it, what to do, because I was a stay-at-home mom. And so the first thing I had to think about is that I had to get away, and I needed a new start for myself. So I wrote this chapter in the book because I knew that this had allowed me to overcome my pain. And it reads as follows. We traveled the highway for almost a day. The only time I stopped was for gas, bathroom breaks, and food. I sympathized with many little ones because they were very uncomfortable. If you've ever had to ride or drive a U-Haul, then you already know there is little to no room. Plus, having a newborn in a car seat didn't make it any better. When I pulled the U-Haul onto my dad's property, he happily embraced me and my children. Although my dad was absent throughout my life, it was heartwarming to know he was there for me when I needed him the most. It took a couple of days for me to unpack and store my belongings, but feeling of loneliness and depression quickly consumed me. In assessing that experience, moving to Tunica, Mississippi took me back to life living in the ghetto as a child. In my opinion, Tunica is a small, undeveloped community that lacks socioeconomic status. This start to a new beginning certainly was not home for me. I had some tough challenges to overcome with getting my emotion in check with my reality. During that time, being a mother was the one thing that remained constant in my life. I could not stop my task of motherhood. I kept my children fed, clothed, and in school. Regardless of my mother's struggle, we pushed through even our worst storms. When I tell you I was a woman scorned and broken, I own that patent of label with the title in bold print. I was also embarrassed and disgusted because I gave my love to a man who didn't love me. I felt completely empty inside. I was lost with no direction, and I had no answers. My thought process was void of concentration. I was mad at myself because I allowed the man in my life to take advantage of me, which resulted in my life unraveling to depths I never imagined. My situation provoked me to question who I was as a person, a woman, a mother. Who am I? How did I get here? How do I move on? These were the constant questions nagging at my brain. For the first time in my life, I was looking in the mirror at Nalana Denise Walls, and she was looking back at me. The woman in the mirror staring back at me was not a photogenic image in the least, and I don't mean my physical appearance. It was like my naked truth was being revealed in that moment, and I could not stomach the person I had allowed myself to become. For the first time, I was afraid of losing at that thing called life. So many people don't get the chance to acknowledge their expedition of life, but being able to acknowledge my fear of losing gave me purpose. I did not have this insight then, but as I tell my story about being in a vulnerable and scary situation, my downfall allowed me to deceive my life. I examined all my flaws and was able to see my nakedness. I was stripped of all I had worked hard to accomplish, to make it clear. I had to hit a record low. Being in the place of a darkness was like being confined to a jail cell without bars or windows. I needed an escape route with a new path to guide me to healing. So I asked many people today, do you have any skeletons in your closet? How would others perceive you if they knew your secrets? What is your truth? Are you allowing your past to keep you from moving forward? How do you heal past your pain? These were some of the questions I had to ponder and answer for myself. In this book, I unveiled some of the darkest secrets I thought I would never share with anyone. I indulged in memories of childhood, sexual abuse, love and relationships, and trials of life. My life was all mapped out, but the funny thing about life is it never goes as planned. We all have secrets in good and bad. Don't let the latter define you. I leave you with this quote of inspiration. When I stumbled not backward. So when I fell into grace. By Morgan Harper. I'm pleased to share this information with you today because I know there's someone out there that needs to know that they're not alone. And if someone really cares. So my book is here at the Port Charlotte Library in History. And you can also get my information that's located in the book. And I'd be more than happy to come here to meet with you if you want to, talk or have a short conversation. And also, if you want to purchase my book, it's on Amazon. And I appreciate your time for watching this video. Thank you.